Prof, good morning to you. So, you were quoted somewhere saying Duzuzane Zuma is the closest we're ever going to get to the Guptas. Did the commission do enough yesterday to press him on those allegations that were leveled against him?
Well, he definitely is the closest we'll come to the Guptas, unless they change their mind and come and testify. The wheel is still turning. This witness is still giving evidence, so we can't speak too quickly about whether we've gotten to the truth or not. What is clear is that he has a strategy, and that strategy is to be polite, to have the necessary decorum and deference, even joke. But I think the hardcore aim is to defend himself, to cast doubt over the evidence that was given by the likes of Mcebisi, Jonas, Dugwana, and even to cast some doubt on the process that was followed by the former public protector, Thuli Madonsela. That is really what he aims to do, and to do that without dismaying either the former president, who happens to be his father, or the Guptas themselves, who he calls his friends.
Prof, there's something that was said, and again I go back to that earlier question. There's a reason you said what you said, that Duzuzane is the closest we'll ever get to the Guptas. Someone else tweeting yesterday, Songezo Zibi, the former editor of Business Day, saying that if Judge Zondo doesn't step in to, I guess, press Duzuzane hard enough, he's probably going to get away scot-free here. Does that say something about the evidence leader who was quizzing Mr. Zuma yesterday?
I don't know. I think people are too anxious, and they are looking for the judge, president, and the evidence leaders to do the impossible. This is a commission of inquiry. It's not a court of law. And Duzuzane offered. He wasn't even subpoenaed to come. And they must do all they can to gather as much information as they can from him, without seeming either to coerce or to bully him. And I think they've done a good job so far. And in some ways, he has given himself a very good account of himself. But there are gaps in the evidence that he has given. So I don't think they need to do much more. I think they've given him enough rope. And we must just watch how the proceedings go today.
In that way, therefore, what I read from what you're saying is that he's probably going to entangle himself in as far as the Jonas testimony. He simply denied everything, Prof, that was said about him, whether it be the offer of the bribe, whether it be the former Minister of Mineral Resources. I mean, it was quite something to watch him completely dismiss what Mwako Ramatlodi had said to that commission. And let's remember that this is all said under oath.
Yes, I think, yes, he denied everything he could deny, but he did admit to the meetings. He did not explain as to how come the son of the president is found in those spaces, which he says he was put in criminal spaces, as it were. But he didn't explain how come he finds himself there as the son of the president and what qualifies him to be there. He also told the story that one of the Gupta brothers came in and joined, at least to greet, when he was meeting with Mcebisi Jonas, whereas they themselves had said they had never seen this man, they had never met with him. So it could be that there could be gaps that emerge from his own testimony. I also think that his condescending manner of dismissing the evidence that was given about him could also be over the top. I mean, to talk about trees having been wasted, to insist that Jonas knew where they were going, and all of that. So, I mean, let's wait and see. I just have a sense that he could overplay his hand. His charm is working. It's clearly a very cultivated approach that he has taken.
All right, Professor Tinyego Maluleke, thank you very much for your insights.